7th. 180. 109 average Taylor, nigh on 107 average for Anderson.
If you look at that third dart of Gary's, that was the equivalent of hitting a very angry drive after making a bogey on the previous hole. There was a lot of aggression in that dart. It actually pierced both darts and went through the middle. Try that at home, folks. That's not easy.
Terrific semi-final. Michael van Gerwen against James Wade, still to come.
A lot of people tipping Michael van Gerwen before this night started. Talking to a lot of guys, the referees, the fans. Everybody was tipping that Michael van Gerwen was the favourite. But on these figures, 110 average for Taylor, 107 for Gary. These are really, really good performances. Whoever comes through this titanic battle is definitely going to give Michael or James a fantastic game in this final first-class Masters.
Gotta go, double 12. Oh, again, he's missed the double 12. He's a long way off. Well, is this the game? Is this the game, I wonder? This for another break of throw.
I really think Gary thought that double 12 was in. There was a little lean after he threw it. Out of his rhythm going for the double 6, and he was a little further away than he would like. 81 for Taylor, double 12 for 8-5. Not as awkward as the one before, down below it.
57.
Not to be, and Philip knows how important that was to have that double break.
Well, that's the worst possible lie. The first dart made it virtually impossible for Gary there.
Well, he had to go over the top of a dart that was lying upwards, and that's extremely difficult to do. He could probably see about a third of the bed. Double 12 for Taylor. Gets a second chance at double 12, and it is 8-5.
Well, Anderson has only got himself to blame. Taylor's won 4 consecutive legs. The Scot led 5-4 after hitting a terrific 12-dart leg, which included 2 180s.
He likes playing in Australia, doesn't he, Phil Taylor? Won a lot of titles here.
Well, over the years, we've had 2 in Sydney, 1 in Perth. Taylor's won them all. Every World Series event we've had in Australia, Phil Taylor has won them.
Australian Open champion 2012. Beating Simon Whitlock, I believe, in that final.
Anderson will be ruining missed opportunities at important times in this semi-final. The scoring has been excellent. 106 average, but only 29% on the doubles, 5 out of 17.
84.
And that's the reason that Taylor is in front. Look at that, 8 out of 15. He has really picked up on his finishing in this World Series event. Is Taylor going to beat Gary Anderson in the semi-finals of the World Series of Darts for a 3rd consecutive tournament? Did it in Dubai, he did it in Japan. And he's 2 legs away from victory here.
Phil's love for playing in Australia is definitely evident tonight. He looks about as focused as I've seen him for quite a long time. 161 for Gary. Just about to see if he's going to do what he did last night to Adrian and come back from the dead. He had to hit that.
Tops he needs. Double 10. It's 5 legs on the spin. Taylor 1 away. 9-5 in front. Well, let's be honest, we didn't see this coming, did we? We thought the way that both players were playing that this would go all the way. It may yet, but there's 5 legs left and Gary's got to win the lot. He came from 6-1 down to win a deciding leg against Adrian Lewis, but this is a different player, a different animal in Phil Taylor. 110 Taylor's average now after his 4th 180.
Well, Phil's put in a spurt here of fantastic darts.
18.
Gary's still trying. But he's going to have to be perfect from here on in. He started the leg well. He's got the impetus in this 15th leg. But he's going to have to do it all the way to the end now.
Well, the 11th leg for me was key when Taylor managed to break the
84.
Anderson throw and Anderson was on a finish. And that is the leg for me that's turned the game. But then Gary missing those 5 darts at doubles in leg 13 as well. Really gifting Taylor a big advantage in this semi-final.
Sometimes you feel that players do have a little bit of white line fever. You just don't get that feeling with Phil.
82.
Not on this occasion. He looks focused. He looks like he knows he's got one leg to go. Gary very disappointed with
21.
that. Looks a little bit
139.
resigned to defeat at this point. Just needs to take a deep breath and think, if Phil doesn't take this 139, I'm still in this match.
Anderson will be hugely disappointed.
59.
He's got a
Absolutely.
chance.
Gary require 117.
He takes good shots like this. Not on this occasion. That could have been the catalyst for something
93.
very, very special.
Phil will require
But Phil has 80
80.
to find himself in the Perth Darts Masters final. Single 20 again. Lovely lie. Open bed, tops for 10-5 in the victory. And it's there! He beats Anderson with a 108 average. A brilliant, brilliant performance.
Yeah, for a 3rd consecutive World Series event in 2015. Phil Taylor beats Gary Anderson in the semi-finals. 10-5, he won 6 consecutive legs from 5-4 down. Coming up, Michael Van Gerwen and James Wade in our 2nd semi-final. But Taylor, on this performance, will take some beating.